you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to cry. To the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. Forever bleed. Truth is, the strangers like magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth start. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built when I felt it.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. And Escobar has it left side. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Here we go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Back to throw. Miller. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Henderson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
At the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Miller. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not really dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to come here. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. What looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Go.
Operating from the gun, Peterson getting his ball out wide for Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
10 for 11.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Peterson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Back in 60.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Davis. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention. He's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now first and 10. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Kellen. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Peterson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Touchdown! Trey McBride taking it in. And the Cards are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Again, it's Henderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 sight, 19, go.
Looking to throw. Miller. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Ty Felton, 34 yards. And the Giants have retaken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we
The
go, here we
Giants
go.
will line up for the
Back up.
two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's second and inches. At the 40.
Here's Peterson operating from the gun. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
49-yard line.
60 average. 6.
Back to throw. Peterson will drop this off for Davis. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get it. 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
Looking to throw. Peterson. Caught right side. Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. Peterson. This is taken in by McBride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Peterson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
70 Lions. Ready.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Davis. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Got it. Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They run once more with Henderson.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Giants. Trevion Henderson, 95 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Cardinals 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 65 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. The point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.